What is up, everybody? My name is Eriss. I'll be a fair man today, taking you guys back to Hogwarts. Normally, we don't start on the screen. However, I wanted to talk about something real quick. So, here's our glorious character that we're working on. We just finished the house chest in our last episode. However, I wanted to share that if you guys are looking for more Hogwarts content from me, I am also now streaming Hogwarts over on Twitch, doing a Ravenclaw character. So if you guys do want to jump in on that one as well, I am streaming Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 8:30. I had to think about my schedule real quick. Or I also have a VODs channel, Eriss, that you guys can also check out the VODs on. If you guys just aren't either Twitch people or it's really hard to get in on live streams because, you know, life. I just wanted to share that if you guys wanted more Hogwarts content from me, you'll find more over there as well. And it will be very raw content since it will be directly exported from my live stream. But let's get right into our thing. I just wanted to share that little tidbit that I am streaming Hogwarts over on Twitch, and it will be on my VOD channel. If you guys didn't know I had a VOD channel, now you know. However, today we are doing, as I promised, the Headmistress Speaks. We're going to be starting that because I kept pushing it off, and now we have to do it. If I push it off any further, I might go stir crazy with the amount of corrections I'm going to be making in every episode. It's really hard to correct yourself, you know? Sitting there going, yeah, we're doing Headmistress Speaks this week. No, next week. No, the next episode, actually. No, this time we're doing it. I promise. We're actually doing it. However, this is a really cool cloak. I love this cloak. Someone ever gets me a
welcome back
jacket with that embroidery on the back of it, I would be so happy. Hi.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Cool. So we just started Headmistress Speaks. Do you have a feeling it's going to be a second before we get the next quest?
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Or not, we just go talk to Fig. That actually it? Or are we literally waiting? I think we're waiting, so... Oh, let's finish this and go talk to Natty, and then we should have the next step. Fig's room. Oh, no, we have the next step now. Transfiguration. Let's go courtyard. Talk to that girl, and then we'll go talk to Fig. Just so we can get the Daedalian keys out of our lineup. Oh, it's so cute out here. Got little bows. There's little bows. Oh, that's so adorable.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I've found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
I like how it's like, oh yeah, I went and just did it. Don't worry. No worries. Very interesting costume. It's a very interesting cloak. How cute that is. I love that embroidery. Anyway, let's go talk to Fig. Charms room, astronomy, Fig's classroom. Yeah, he might have a better idea of what we're doing. Since my goal is to get through all the headmistress's quests into her trial, because it's a bit much. However, it is really worth it, honestly. It's so cool what we get to do.
I hope I look... Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is, so you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing, a Polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say
Professor
I felt the
Fig.
need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
He was so ready for identity theft. Professor Fig, that's identity theft. That's haunting. That is
How do you
haunting.
feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Okay, we gotta have some fun with this one before it expires. We better... It would be so much fun to unlock, like, his outfit so you could dress like him. We're gonna go Badger students. That's Sebastian.
Professor! Good to see you here.
It is Sebastian.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did?
Yes.
I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I will decide what's best.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Why? I want to explore a little
Chewing
bit.
with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Oh, frick, that's funny. Can I go in here? Can I badger him? No, I can't badger him. Oh, frick. Oh, that's so uncomfy making. No.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
The future is yours. Sure.
I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him.
The little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Oh, frick, that's hilarious. Is there anybody else I can... I know there's like set characters you can talk to. That's one from my diary. That's absolutely hilarious. Could I cast Revelio? No, I can't. It would freaking lose it if the professor just walked over and just, Revelio, Revelio, Revelio. That'd be hilarious to come across.
Black on his shoe the other day and would not take another step until a house elf polished it away for him. Horrid man. Parents were thrilled to hear that Black was being put in charge. Our families have been friends for centuries.
The headmaster is coming.
How much
this
longer do you
way.
think Black will be headmaster? I have family in America. Wonder if I could transfer to Ilford.
Oh my gosh. Man, this is hilarious. Why don't we get Polyjuice potions normally?
Headmaster? Here. What can
Ominous.
you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Oh, frick, that's funny.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Greetings.
Professor, a word?
Uh-oh.
Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Do it, please do.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
I shall provide you with the parchment, sir. Agreed.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Dude, this is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I forgot the joys of Polyjuice.
When my grandfather went to this school,
A floaty hat? Hi, child.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Broom. You, pardon me, Broom. It's Bloom. Well, Broom, what's your area of expertise? Broom. That's hilarious. I don't remember that girl.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Is there anyone I can talk to over here before we walk into the Great Hall? No? Okay, let's go in the Great Hall. Oh, that's funny. Oh, no.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh. Very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Handling secret ministry matters.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Yo, jeez, that's close. Can I talk to anybody? There are gold forks here? What the heck?
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
You dare question me?
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir.
That's
of course,
so
sir.
cruel.
Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course,
Master does remember it.
What's to do with purity of blood?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful.
I want some entertainment.
Very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Cool.
Ahem. The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Oh, we made it all puffy. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Do I get to keep the outfit?
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Was pure? Hee. We got Hufflepuff banners. Hee.
I'm most pleased to be included.
Now where am I going? I like having things to do. Let's go talk to Natty. Oh, she's right here. Oh, let's definitely go talk to Natty.
I have been meaning. I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Her concern is warranted.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
So sad. What would your father think of what we've been doing?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
How is your mother doing?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Which is valid. Are you looking to avenge his death?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
Anyways, I'm sorry, Natty.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me.
Thank you. Okay, now we did that. Let's go to the gargoyle. Oh, trophy room. Trying to figure out where the frick that gargoyle is very difficult. Jeez, that's big. Jeez. Okay. Oh, that is the wrong way though. We're gonna cut through here.
Revelio.
Nothing up here. Cool. Run up here. Ooh, there's something up here though. That chest. How do I get in there? Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Chest back there though? I don't know. We'll find out in a second. What? Found it. 15th of February, 1851. This morning's crystal gazing was most discouraging. I was initially thrilled to see the Ministry of Magic in my future. The atrium appeared to me clear as day. I've always dreamed of working there. However, the atrium dissolved into a sea of brooms, endless rows of them. My elation turned to despair. Am I destined for a future in broom regulatory control? The tedium would rival the song of a whooper for my sanity. For now, I must accept that I simply am not inclined towards divination. Although perhaps I have some subtle skill in that, I can sense that. Likely so. The divination classroom. Oh, cool. Thank you, Minimap, for showing me that. Let's continue on. This is so weird. Why is it snake like that?
Revelio.
3, of course. 2, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Gotta find all the chests, you know. Here. Search that. Professor Hecat, as discussed, I have correspondence with my goblin acquaintances at Gringotts. I have condemned Ranrock's actions, and some have privately considered that his motives may not be what they seem. From what I have heard, his treatment towards others of his own kind, those who refuse to join his ranks, I am inclined to agree with our friends at the bank. I will let you know what more I hear. Suffice to say that for now we must remain vigilant. That's the top sharp. And I'm full. Okay, which doesn't help. Hats. How many hats do I got going on here? Scrap that, scrap that, scrap that. There we go. We gotta do more Merlin trials. I've been lacking. There we go. I think it's those that are chiming. So we'll just keep going up. Up and up and up and up. Oh, okay.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Toujours pure. Oh, that's so cool. Wonder if after this we're able to free roam.
All the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Just in case.
Revelio.
Sleeping portraits? Oh, yeah, just in case.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What will I find in the book?
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more.
Oh, okay.
You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
Very well.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Apothecary receipt. Here for boils. Wait, can I not drink random tea? He's a very peculiar man.
That must be the pedestal.
For some reason I thought Black was gonna come in while we were in there. I really did.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Okay.
The first you will need is a cloak.
Take your way through town without being...
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
What the frick? I miss our old trials, guys. I do remember doing this, but I don't remember how I did it.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
Okay.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
That guy needs to move. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I am hyper-focused on this because I remember this being absolutely awful.
Death.
This is really hard considering you don't get any spells. You literally only get what she gives you, so you just have to be good at sneaking.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Okay, move. Story of the Deathly Hallows. Is that what we're doing? Because, like, Book of Invisibility.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
In that path. Head ahead and curve around. Okay. Oh, it curves on the opposite direction.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
Okay. Next guy move, please. Thank you. Goodbye. This is really stressful. Don't you just love when you watch gamers play and they get really quiet because they're thinking really hard about something?
Nothing this way, but more danger.
Oh, good death.
Another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Oh, closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Go up. This is a very grim story she wrote. Good leap.
Now's my chance.
How's Death not seeing me?
That's the way forward.
Okay. Awesome. Fabulous. What's the next one? Oh, the cloak. It's the Cloak of Invisibility.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
What's the next Deathly Hallow we get? So, what, 3 of them? They
can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Perfect. Oh, it is the Stories of the Deathly Hallows.
Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Interesting. We unlock the cloak. That would be really cool if we had the cloak.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time
Is this
you will
how I
be
learned about
unable
her
to
death?
hide.
I'll be unable to hide.
The wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Yeah, the Elder Wand. I believe this is. Do I get to use all my spells? I hope I get to use all my spells and not just basic chaos.
I've never felt such power.
Oh, I do. Only those? Only those.
Bombarda!
Oh, I'm basic cast. Okay, cool. Now you can see how strong these guys are. That's Shadow. That's what they're called. Interesting. Since we're not creeping now, I can talk. That's... Yes, when I'm sneaking, I actually do go quiet. I can't help it. There we go. Oh, frick me. Combo 69? I'm trying to get the combo 100 achievement, man. That was so close. I was so freaking close. Maybe if I only did basic cast, I'd get it in this. I'm not achievement hunter. I'm not. I just, that was the closest I've ever been to it, I think. This place, I think, this one should help. Oh, ew, we have to fight. Oh, we have to fight that. Nope. I want to see how close I get to 100 I can get. No! 95! No! I lost it all! I was... I should have just kept stuck with basic cast. That was so close! Now you see why I'm gonna do a bunch of basic casts and just see how well that goes. See how close I can get with basic casts. Sorry, guys. Man, they do that on purpose. This is the most boring fight you've ever seen in your life, however. Watch the counters. Reach a combo of 100. Yes! Okay, now we're back to regularly scheduled. Mother trucker. Goodbye. Okay. He's gonna make some more. But we got it! We got it, guys! We got the achievement! Holy crap, that was hard. 5 short the first time I was trying. First time I was actually trying. That's awful. Okay, what's the next item? Cloak, we got the wand. It's gonna be something else that's really stupid. It's like a potion or something. Not a potion, but like a pensive or something.
Single stone. This must be for me.
Oh, the Sorcerer's Stone! Right! Right. I forgot about the stone. Do I get to keep these objects? I doubt it because it's a storybook, but...
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Not fighting.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Dear sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
I want to hear all these people.
We won't be the same without her.
Do we learn how she died?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Oh? Oh, that's sick. This is my one of my this is like my favorite
shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
I like how she's doing that. She actually physically does the trial with us. I love that she's there. It's ready for this. I think it's absolutely amazing that her entire trial is just in a book she wrote.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain. What are you doing? Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
That was a little despicable, though, stealing her pain without her permission. Whoa. Wow. That's cool, but never steal someone's pain without their permission, dude. Very invasive. Hey, next one.
Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
Yes.
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
Jeez. That's disturbing.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Naturally.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps.
I'm a child, guys.
I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Oops. But with that, we're gonna leave this here. So, that was Hogwarts, and we just finished The Headmistress Speaks, and also the third trial. That was a doozy and a half. That was so interesting, like learning how the Deathly Hallows works. I believe those are the Deathly Hallows. The Cloak of Invisibility, the Elder Wand, and the Sorcerer's Stone. That stuff, how that stuff works, is so interesting. And I love how they displayed that with a storybook of what they are. That was amazing. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed that video, please slap that like button. You want more content from me, hit subscribe, and until next time, be good, behave, stay out of trouble, and or don't get caught. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!